Hey everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. So, I am now playing with the 1.1 patch, which includes quite a few big changes and fixes. Some of the most important ones are the evasion nerf, or to be more precise, evasion itself didn't really change, the thrusters specifically got nerfed. And so the tier 4 thruster, the impulse thruster, now has plus 20 chance to evade, down from plus 40. So that is a significant reduction. My Corvette design is currently at 35% evasion, so it lost quite a lot of evasion. Which means Corvettes aren't the only thing you have to build, because the Corvette spam was just superior to everything else before 1.1. The Corvettes are still good, but you also need to build other ships. Fortunately, I got quite a few cruisers, so I'm not too worried about that. And the evasion nerf is actually kind of an indirect buff to kinetic weapons, because kinetic weapons will counter small ships pretty well now, when the small ships have significantly reduced evasion now. The very high evasion on Corvettes was mostly the reason why kinetic weapons weren't that good, but now with much lower evasion, kinetic weapons will be pretty damn good against very small ships like Corvettes. So that is kind of like an indirect buff to kinetic weapons. Other than that, there are numerous fixes to Sector AI. I'm looking forward to that part, because the Sector AI was pretty bad. It's supposed to be much better now, so we'll see about that. And there is also another change which has to do with one of the ethics that I'm using, the pacifist. So the pacifists do not get a food bonus anymore. Now they require less time to grow population. They require 30% less time for fanatic and 15% less time for regular pacifists to grow the new population. And one more important change before we unpause. The science penalty changed. The penalty is now smaller for total number of population, and we currently have 188 pops. However, there is now a 10% penalty for each planet you own, which means you can't grab too many planets that will have low population, because that will increase the science penalty a lot, simply from the number of planets. There was no penalty for number of planets previously, just for number of pops, which means that it was a pretty good strategy to grab a lot of planets. You will always have time to grow them later, but you can't do this as efficiently anymore. So we're going to focus a bit on actually growing our newest planets. I compared my penalty from before the patch and after the patch, and it's slightly higher right now. Not a lot higher, only a few percent difference, but it is higher. Alright, let's actually unpause.
Construction complete.
And I think we got quite a few aliens to kill over here. Yes, we do. So let's maybe take care of that. Oh, apparently we have to upgrade this. Alright, we can upgrade. I think that's going to be a very quick upgrade right there.
Incoming transmission.
Alliance invitation. I'm not really interested in your alliance, to be honest. By the way, this system is insane. 12 engineering. I want that so badly. But it's just outside of our border right now, which is a shame. That's such a nice system. And there's no colonizable planet in there. Which means we'll have to wait for a tech that will expand our borders. That's pretty much it. We won't be able to get it otherwise. Unless I start a frontier outpost, but that would be a very bad idea when we're at +1 influence per month. I still got 2 other frontier outposts, but I kind of need them right now. And what's this? New civilization encountered. Oh, that's a primitive civilization. Okay. What exactly is that? Right here. A little bit out of the way, I don't think we'll be getting that. Early space age. Interesting. Well, I still don't think we'll be getting that. They are a little bit too far away. Again, I would have to start a frontier outpost, and I just can't afford that. So, nope. Ships upgraded. I knew that's going to be fast. Alright, let's go kill some aliens. And we will build more cruisers, don't worry. In fact, let's just start some more cruisers, and we should do it on Earth. Because Earth has the Corvette... Wait, no. Earth has corvette assembly yards, not cruiser assembly yards. But Earth has... yeah, the gas refinery, which is plus 20% shield hit points. And we do have some shields. There was one more module that I wanted here. Which one was it? We might have to demolish something. Yeah, this one, Fleet Academy. I want that. And I want that on Earth. We could demolish the solar panel network. It's just plus 3 energy, it's not really a big deal. I think we should replace that with Fleet Academy. Yep, let's replace that with the Fleet Academy. And we can check spaceports on other planets real quick. Still building one here. What can we grab? We can grab Crook Waters. In case we'll get any fleet in orbit. It's a very cheap one. And we can always replace it with something else in the future. In case it's going to be necessary. Yeah, we'll just build it everywhere. Alright.
Special project complete.
Special project. Oh, right, we were working on that. 250 society research.
Complete.
And let's kill some aliens. That's actually a pretty big group. But that's okay. We'll beat them easily. And our science ships need something new to do. Same with constructors. I think we need one more mine somewhere around here. I remembered seeing one that wasn't completed. Yeah, this one. This is actually inside our border. We'll grab that. There might have been one more somewhere. Let's take a look around real quick. I think there was something. Oh yeah, right here. We'll continue that. And I think that's it. Is this in range? Yeah, that's also in range. Alright. I think that's all of it now. All of these are out of range. These aren't inside our borders, unfortunately. I really want that system with 12 engineering. That's insane. But it will have to wait. Alright, science ships. We can still survey things. Off you go then. And you? What can you survey? Why are you here anyway? You shouldn't be there. Let's survey some of these. Before they end up inside someone's border. Okay, we made contact with another AI. Wait, I think that's a fallen empire, right? Where are they exactly? Over here. I'm pretty sure that's a fallen empire. Yep, that's a fallen empire. Beacon of stability, beacon of infinity. Keepers of knowledge. Pursuing dangerous lines of research may draw their ire. Alright, so we need to watch it when we get dangerous techs as a choice. Fortunately, I already researched at least one dangerous tech. Alright, carry on. They are pretty close to us. I guess we won't be expanding too much in this direction, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Alright, science ship. We can still survey, but we need to beat these aliens. Well then. We could just split this fleet, I suppose. Or we can bring it. We're not in a huge rush anyway. Alright, we'll bring the entire fleet, it's fine.
Construction complete.
All the newest planets still have queues. Let's check this one. Nothing else we can build on the surface here. Alright. We are losing some energy. But that's mostly because 2/3 or 1/3 of our fleet isn't in orbit. It's probably a bit of an overkill bringing this many just to kill some aliens, but whatever. We'll do it anyway, because we can.
Construction complete.
So, Earth. We got the Fleet Academy now. We got the refinery. We can't upgrade the spaceport yet because we don't have the tech. Let's build a few cruisers. That was kind of the whole point here. I don't have the cruiser assembly yards, but that's fine, I can live with that. We got quite a lot of minerals anyway. It's not like it matters that much. I think this is enough for now. And science ships need something new to do again. Let's check out the black hole. Sounds useful. And you need to wait.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log
There we go.
updated.
Survey. As for you,
Construction
let's go beat up some more aliens.
Construction complete.
There are some aliens down here. And our construction queue is done. We can upgrade the spaceport real quick. And what about the surface? We're getting +6 food. That's probably enough farms for now. This is such a nice tile. Science lab. Next up, upgrade to planetary administration. +8 food, that's going to be enough for a while. We can get a science lab. And same story, upgrade to planetary capital. Upgrade the mining network. Food seems fine here. I don't think we need more minerals. This is the planet with the mineral penalty. So, not much point building mines here, even on pretty decent tiles. What can we build? We could just build a science lab, I guess. Yeah, sure, let's just build a science lab over there. And what about that ocean planet? Oh, it already has everything it needs. And the spaceport? Can't upgrade it anymore, but we could install some modules if we want to. Kill all of these. Go, go. And research is done. Now we could colonize a tomb world. For whatever reason. And we unlocked atmospheric manipulation. So, new research. Hydroponics farm. Leader lifespan. Resettlement cost. Let's just go for a new farm. That's a cheap tech. It won't take very long to research. And hopefully we'll get to research something more useful next time. The black hole is done. Let's go survey something slightly more useful. Or at least something closer to us, like this system. And we need to research or survey this system. This is actually inside our border. There might be something nice in there. Oh. Comet sighted. Pause. +10% happiness for 12 months. That's awesome. That's very nice. And that's actually quite useful for us right now.
Construction complete.
Carry on. And construction complete.
Construction complete.
We need some upgrades here. Well, we need more population. House food +5. That's still decent, I suppose. Will we need another hydroponics farm? I don't think so. No, we shouldn't. Do we have the planetary shield? No, we do not. Might as well build one then. And physics lab.
Anomaly found.
New anomaly. Yep, research that for sure. And give us something nice. We should do something about our energy. And by something I mean build more power plants. Special project, Broken Cybrex Warforms. Is that part of the whatever it was called? Yes, precursors. Nice. So right here. Let's grab that right away. Nice. And more production. Time to build a power plant. Yep. Possibly more than one. We'll need more than one, I guess. Let's just grab a few power plants on a few planets, you know, in advance, before we start losing too much energy. And we could move one guy from minerals. Sounds good. Next. I guess we could just build a power plant here. It's not exactly the most optimal tile, for a power plant ever, but who cares? Not much point getting a hub there. Only 0.5 on this planet. Yeah, we'll grab a power plant, because why the heck not? That was a science lab right there. And we can get yet another power plant here. No one said we need a mine on a tile with one mineral. Power plant. Do we want a power hub on this planet? Yeah, maybe in one of these other tiles. Okay, power hub. I'm just trying to be careful about spending influence because, you know, we're only getting one per month, which is not exactly good. I'm just saying. What are you guys doing? Yeah, you should probably go back into orbit. Because there's no need to pay extra maintenance when we don't have to. So back you go. Do we have crew quarters here? If not, we should get them. Yep, let's get them. And we can get a solar panel network here while we're at it. Upgrade the spaceport.
Research complete.
What did we finish? Oh yeah, another kinetic weapon, nice. We should probably include that in our designs. Robotic army. And that's a very cheap tech too, and a rare tech. We should definitely grab that. We could use robotic armies. Gauss cannon. 18,000 science. Let's go for robotic army, that's a very cheap tech and it will be useful. Oh, and we're about to finish advanced combat roles. Let's just finish that before we update our designs. Sounds good to me.
System survey complete. Special project complete.
And what did we get? 150 physics research. Carry on then. Something new to do for scientists. Survey that, obviously. As for you, still a few systems we can check out.
Complete.
We need energy, not minerals. Come on, give me energy. So, plus 5% shield hit points. Assist research, yeah, that is useful. We should probably grab that. And this a cheap tech, yep. Let's go for that one. And I did see a power plant. In fact, I think we should go for upgraded power plant. We need energy badly. And that's a very cheap tech too. This will help our energy situation a lot.
Construction complete.
How's our fleet capacity? Oh, we are not even close to maximum.
Complete.
Time to spam some more cruisers.
Incoming transmission.
What do you want? Civilian access. I suppose we can accept that. So, do we want to plan some war? Good question. We could probably beat almost anyone in this game right now.
Survey complete. Anomaly found.
Another anomaly. Yep, research that. There's only one AI, not counting the Fallen Empire, that's stronger than us. So unless we attack a huge alliance, we should be able to win most wars. Especially after I get more cruisers. More anomalies, sure.
Situation
And we got a special project as well. Alright, we'll grab that. We are losing 10% energy because we're controlling 8 out of 7 planets, but I'm not willing to give up any of these 8 planets right now.
Situation log updated.
It's not really a big deal, we'll fix it long before we reach 0. So I'm not worried at all. Let's check the planets real quick. We can grab another solar panel maybe. Over here. And check the surface. House food, plus 6. Should be good enough for a while. But let's get another hydroponics farm. It won't hurt. Spaceport?
System survey complete.
No need. That Fleet Academy was not cheap. But it should be worth it. Implant
Special
malfunctions.
project complete.
Didn't we have that already?
Situation log updated.
Oh, nice. Which planet is that? Oh, that's actually in range. Awesome. We'll get some really nice research. Wow. That system is actually a little bit insane. And we got statecraft on our scientist. And we finished the hydroponics farm. What's next? An even better farm, more naval capacity, biolab, empire leader capacity, minus 10% leader recruitment cost. Let's go for the cheapest tech. Okay, we need to improve this system ASAP. Where's the closest constructor? Not anywhere close. This one is slightly closer. Alright, let's grab all of that. Research stations first, and then mining stations. That's a lot of research for just one single system. What do you want? That's the Fallen Empire. What? We have observed your fumbling attempts at creating artificial intelligence and come to the conclusion that you are headed down the path of destruction. Abandon this foolish endeavor at once, or we will make you. What? We're not researching any dangerous tech, we're researching a rare tech, the droids. Okay, what's this? We have no choice but to accept. Artificial intelligence policy will be set to outlawed. Cumulated modifier added for 121 months, giving the following effects. Minus 10% happiness. What? How about no? Refuse demands opinion modifier towards Terran Alliance. These guys will mess us up if they declare war. But that's so bad. Minus 10% happiness. 10 years. I don't know, I might actually accept that. What's our artificial intelligence policy? Servitude. Right. Well, I don't really have any robotic pops. I don't think they will declare war just because we said no, but we will get refuse demands modifier. We can't fight them right now, they are like way too strong, as you can see. Nope, Terran Alliance will not be bullied, screw you.
Research complete.
We won't be bullied by some ugly mushroom. Alright, oh, yeah, dangerous tech, synthetics. Well then, that will piss them off. But I kind of want to research that, to be honest. Android army is nice, and the synthetic buildable pop is really nice. But that will definitely piss them off. Why did we have to get Keepers of Knowledge right next to us? Come on now. Okay, screw it, we're going to research synthetics. I have a feeling we'll end up at war with these guys, which means I might have to just abandon this system. That would suck a bit. I don't know, only one way to find out. You know, I could actually accept some alliance, but not this one. The strongest alliance in the area is this one. They are actually a federation, so I would have to join a federation. Not sure if I really want to, but who's their president right now? There's an easier way to check that. But maybe we should consider that when we know we will likely end up at war with a fallen empire. Ask to join federation. Yeah, we can't do it right now. Oh, we don't have an embassy with these guys. Okay. Well, I can only have 3 embassies right now.
Construction complete.
Once they change their president, I might be able to join that federation. And we might consider doing that. Because, yeah, that fallen empire is definitely going to be a problem if I don't accept their demands. However, I'm going to make a cut here and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.